Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Johnny Ambo Park East Ascension High School for today's presentation of Louisiana High School baseball. Today, your Golden Tours will be taking on the East Ascension Spartans, Game 2 of Round 1 of the LHSA playoffs, non-select Division 1. Dayton Hicks on the mound today for the Tours. His first pitch, Caden Gotro at the plate. He squares the button, pulls back, ball number 1. Dayton Hicks stats this season: 46 innings pitched, 42 hits, 29 runs, 19 earned, 10 walks, and 48 strikeouts. There's a strike there from Dayton Hicks. 2 balls and 1 strike. Misses high and inside. Ball number 3. Caden Gotro at the plate. He went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts last night. Slade Shovel knocked on the mound. He pitched really well. Strike number 2, 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Knox is outing last night. 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 4 walks, and 10 strikeouts. Here comes the 3-2 from Hicks. Fastball just misses. Hicks thought he had his first strikeout, but it's the first walk of the day and Gotro's first time on this series.
Now batting shortstop, number 12, Wes Boudreaux.
Here's Wes Boudreaux, the shortstop. Double play in effect now for the Tours. Dayton Hicks going to be out of the stretch. Slatter gets away from him, misses in the other batter's box. Ball number 1. Wes Boudreaux went 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts last night. He had 2 stolen bases. 1-0. Line drive into right center field. Trahan coming in. DePriest calls him off for the first out of the inning. 1 out now. Brings up Hudson Browning.
At the plate, the catcher, number 17, Hudson Browning.
Browning went 1 for 2 last night with a home run and a walk. Runner at first is Gotro. Harlow fakes the pick there. Ball gets away from Hicks. Counts 1-0 for Hudson Browning. Big lead at first from Gotro. Slider just misses away. Ball number 2. 2 balls and no strikes now. Top of the first inning, Hudson Browning at the plate. He hit a home run last night. Swinging a drive into deep right center field. Brody DePriest going back. He makes a good catch in right field. Took a bad route to the ball. His second catch of the inning. Brings up Reed Truax, the first baseman.
At the plate, first baseman, number 25, Reed Truax.
Truax is over 2 yesterday with a strikeout. Hits out of the stretch with 2 outs. He picks off, and that gets away from the runner, Coban. Gotro on his horse. He rounds second, heads for third. They finally get the ball back in. And now a runner at third here in the top of the first inning for the Spartans. Covan has a word with Hicks. This team scored in the first yesterday from a Hudson Browning home run. Now they have a runner at third here in the first inning. Hicks out of the stretch. Runner at third is Gotro. At the plate, it's Reed Truax. First pitch to him is a breaking ball in there called strike number 1. Gets a sign, comes set, fires home. Slider in there, strike number 2. Now Hicks looks for his first strikeout of the morning. Checks the runner at third. 0-2. Fouled off to the right side, and Truax will stay alive at 0-2. Sulphur leads the series 1-0. They won last night 2-1. Here comes the 0-2 from Hicks. And that hits him. Now runners on the corners with 2 outs. Brings up Luke Decato.
At the plate for the Spartans, left fielder number 4, Luke Decato.
Had him 0-2 and the slider didn't slide. Decato's at the plate. He went 0 for 3 last night with 2 strikeouts. He's playing left field today for the Spartans. Two outs. Runner at first is Truax. Runner at third is Gotro. Decato's first at-bat of the ball game. Fastball misses high and inside. Ball 1. And Coach Jonathan Ellison will come out and have a word with Dayton Hicks in the infield. We'll take a break. Top of the first, still scoreless at Johnny Embo. Welcome back to Tornado Radio Network. We're here at East Ascension High School, Johnny Ambo Ballpark. At the plate is Luke Decato. The count's 1-0 for him. There's runners on the corners with 2 outs. Running at first is Reed Truax. Running at third is Caden Gotro. Hicks to sign, fires home. That misses inside. Ball number 2. Still here in the first inning. And Hicks' pitch count's got to be above 16. Line drive back up the middle. That's going to score 1 run. They're going to hold the runner at second and Reed Truax, and an RBI single from Luke Decato. 1-0 Spartans lead here early in the first inning.
Number 11, Aiden Gotro, running at second base. At the plate, the DH, number 32, Tanner Stega.
Aiden Gotro going to be the runner at second base for Reed Truax. He's a pinch runner for Reed Truax. 2 runners on with 2 outs. Fastball gets away from Dayton Hicks. Ball number 1. Tanner Stenga at the plate. He reached on air last night. Went 0 for 3. 1 ball and no strikes on him. Checks the runner at second. Fires home. Just misses downstairs. Ball number 2. 2 balls and no strikes for Tanner Stenga, the DH. Batting 6. Top of the first inning. 6 batter faced here for Dayton Hicks. 2-0 comes home. Rolled over to the left side and foul. 2 balls and 1 strike now on Tanner Stenga. Take a look at the defense for the Tours. Kaiser, Tran, and DePriest in the outfield. Fontenot, Beto, Babineau, and Covan in the infield. Hicks and Harlow is the battery. Tajay Smith is the DH. Hicks hits a sign, checks the runner at second twice. Here comes the 2-1. Fastball in there, strike number 2. 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. Get to sign. 2 runners on, 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Here it comes. Gets away from him. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on. Runner at first is Decato. Runner at second is Aiden Gotro. They'll be taking off here. Full count with 2 outs. Get to sign. Fires home. Ripped into center field. Trahan on a source going back. He'll make the catch in center field to get out of the first inning. The Spartans, they played 1-on-1 hit, leave 2 runners on base. Going to the bottom of the first. Due up, DePriest, Fontenot, Babineau. We'll take a break on Tornado Radio Network. Welcome back to Tornado Radio Network. Bottom of the first inning here at Johnny Ambo Ballpark, East Ascension High School. Let's take a look at the lineup for your Sulphur Golden Tornadoes. It's Brody DePriest leading off in right field. Batting second, it's Bryce Fontenot. He's playing third base. Batting third, Cohen Babineau at second base. Batting fourth is the centenary recruit, Brody Harlow. He's behind the plate. Batting fifth, it's Jackson Beto at shortstop. Batting sixth is the normal leadoff hitter, Esmond Trahan. He's in center field. Batting seventh, it's Carson Coban. He's at first base. Batting eighth, Tajay Smith. He's the DH. And batting ninth in left field is Jace Kaiser. Here's the junior right fielder, Brody DePriest. He went 1 for 2 last night with an RBI. First pitch he sees, he lifts it out of play for strike number 1. No balls and 1 strike on DePriest. Ball's over his head, swing and a miss. Strike number 2. Oh, and Soniet on the mound for the Spartans. Looks for his first strikeout right here. No balls and 2 strikes on Brody DePriest. Off-speed pitch misses away for ball number 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Out of the windup, kicks and fires home. Hit hard up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit for Brody DePriest to get things started. Nice 2-strike approach there from DePriest. Widen out, choked up on his bat. Just drove that pitch back up the middle. Brings up the McNeese signee, Bryce Fontenot. He went 0 for 3 last night. The balls he hit were really hard, just right at the third baseman. Out of the stretch. This is fouled off by Bryce Fontenot. Oh, 1. Checks the runner at first, fires home, and Fontenot rolls this one over to the left side. He's behind 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes on Bryce Fontenot. Soniet on the mound. Looks for his first K, fires home, misses downstairs. DePriest back to first. Nice block there from the catcher, Hudson Browning. Soniet comes set. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Fontenot. Checks the runner at first. Fires home. Fontenot takes downstairs. That gets away from the catcher, Browning. DePriest will get to second base on a wild pitch. Now, runner in scoring position with no outs. Spartans lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Two balls and 2 strikes now. Fontenot stays alive after he fouls this one off to the left side. Fontenot went 0 for 3 last night with a couple of lineouts. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Soniak gets his sign and comes set. Checks the runner at second. It's DePriest. Checks him again. Comes home. Misses downstairs. Ball 3. Had him 0-2. Now it's full count for Bryce Fontenot. Full count, no outs. 1 runner on at second base. It's Brody DePriest. Bottom of the first inning. Bryce Fontenot at the plate. Sonia checks the runner and picks off. DePriest back in safely at second base. Sonia toes the rubber. Fontenot back up to the plate. He comes set. Checks the runner at second in DePriest. Full count. Fontenot takes inside, ball 4. So a single and then a walk. Now it brings up the 3-hole Cohen Babineau.
Now batting, second baseman.
First walk of the day for Owen Soniat. Babineau went 0 for 3 last night. 2 runners on. Squares to bunt. Puts it down perfectly. Froisy makes the throw over to first. It would have been in time, but it was off the mark. DePriest will score. Babineau on his horse. He gets to second base. And Fontenot reaches third. So the coach of the Spartans has a word with the umpire. It's tied up at 1. After Babineau laid down a bunt, and then there was a little bit of a collision at first base between the second baseman Landry and the runner Babineau. The throw was off the mark from Froisy, the third baseman who fielded the bunt. And so that went to the bullpen down there, and then Babineau got to second, and Fontenot got to third. Coach Steele talking to the umpire. We'll take a break on Tornado Radio Network. Welcome back to Tornado Radio Network. That's an error for Cohen Babineau, so he's at second base. 2 runners in scoring position. It's Babineau at second, Fontenot at third. DePriest scored. All tied up at 1. Brody Harlow at the plate. His first time facing Soniat. There's a strike in there, strike number 1. Harlow hit a triple last night. He went 1 for 2. No outs. 2 runners in scoring position. Tours need a big inning here. Here comes from Soniat. Check swing. Hit softly on the ground to the second baseman. Landry scores a run. So a sacrifice ground out there from the catcher Brody Harlow for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, number 11, Jackson Beto.
Brings up Jackson Beto, the shortstop. He went 1 for 3 last night. Scored a run. And had an RBI. 1 runner in scoring position. Towards lead 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to the left side. That's going to be down the line. Jackson Beto on his horse. He rounds first. He's heading for second. The throw to second is not in time. RBI double for Jackson Beto. Tours lead 3-1. Time is called. The coach for the Spartans comes out to have a word. Tours lead 3-1 here in the bottom of the first inning. We'll take a break. Welcome back to Tornado Radio Network after that Mount meeting between the head coach of the Spartans and the infield. Espen Strahan at the plate with 1 out. The Tours lead 3-1. Runner at second's Beto. Espen he's been leading off all season long for the Tours, and a lineup change today. Brody DePriest now leading off, and Espen Trahan, he's batting sixth today. Trahan last night went 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Out of the stretch, here comes from Soniat. Misses downstairs, dirt ball read from Jackson Beto. The throw to third is not in time. Great base running there from the junior shortstop, Jackson Beto. Now, a runner at third with 1 out, and Espen Trahan at the plate. 2 balls and no strikes on him. Soniat comes set, squares to bunt, pulls back. 3 balls and no strikes now. Fastball in there, strike number 1. 3 balls and 1 strike now on the senior center fielder, Espen Trahan. Runner at third, Jackson Beto. He had an RBI double, then stole third. 3-1. Fly ball, shallow center field. Boudreaux goes over and puts it away for the second out of the inning. 2 outs now, brings up Carson Covan, who also went over 3 last night.
At the plate, first baseman number 6.
Tours had 4 guys in this lineup that went 0 for 3 last night. Coban, the first baseman. Runner at third is Jackson Beto. One Soniat on the mound for the Spartans. First pitch misses. Ball number 1. 1-0 for Carson Covan. Just now joining us, Tours lead 3-1 over the Spartans. Count even at 1-1. Soniat gets a sign and comes set. Jackson Beto gets his lead at third. Kicks and fires home. Ripped hard on the ground to the third baseman. Froese makes an athletic play at third base. Makes the throw over to first in time to retire Covan. Big inning there for the Tours. They plate 3 on 2 hits. We'll take a break going to the top of the second inning. Babin, Froese, Landry coming to the plate. Welcome back to Tornado Radio Network, top of the second inning here at Johnny Ambo Ballpark, East Ascension High School. Ryder Babin, Ethan Froese, Dawson Landry trying to do damage here and get things started here in the second inning for the Spartans. The Tours lead 3-1. Dayton Hicks on the mound. Babin at the plate. Fastball misses away. Ball number 1. Out of the windup, here comes the 1-0 from Hicks. Makes the adjustment and finds the strike zone. 1 ball and 1 strike now on Ryder Babin. Babin went 0 for 2 last night with a walk. He's in right field today, batting 7th. Fouled off towards the backstop. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Hicks. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Babin. Here it comes. Changeup misses away. Ball 2. Hicks toes the rubber. Babin back up to the plate. Looks for his first strikeout. The 1-2 misses high and inside. Here comes from Hicks. Big swing and a miss there. Strike number 3 gets his first strikeout of the afternoon. And it brings up the third baseman, Ethan Froese.
Now batting the third baseman, number 6, Ethan Froese.
Nice slider in there from Dayton Hicks. Strike number 1. No balls and 1 strike now on Ethan Froese. Froese, the third baseman, he got a hit last night. He went 1 for 3. Also fell victim to 1 of 10 strikeouts from Slade Shove Knox. Another slider in there. Strike number 2. Hicks ahead early and looks for his second strikeout. Froese back up to the plate. Hicks toes the rubber. Gets his sign. Kicks and fires home. Slider back about 3 feet in front of the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes now for Dayton Hicks. Toes the rubber. Gets a sign. Out of the windup, fires home. Fastball just misses away. Ball number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Ethan Froese, the third baseman. 2-2. Looks for his second strikeout. This slider's ripped hard into left field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. The second hit of the ball game for the Spartans, and the second hit of the series for Ethan Froese. Bringing up the 9-hole, Dawson Landry.
Now batting second baseman, number 7, Dawson Landry.
Double play in effect for the Tours. The infield, Bryce Fontenot at third base, Jackson Beto at shortstop, Cohen Babineau at second base. At first, it's Carson Covan. Landry went 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a walk last night. Hicks out of the stretch. Fires home. Big swing and a miss there. Strike number 1. Struck out Ryder Babin and then gave up a hit to Ethan Froese. Had him 0-2. The ball's in 1 strike now on Landry. Runner takes off. And they're going to call an interference on the hitter. And the runner at second is out. It was a hit and run. And he waited till pretty much Harlow stood up to swing. I guess he forgot to swing. He forgot it was a hit and run. So they call the runner at second out. The coach for the Spartans is still having a word with the home plate umpire. So 2 outs now, and the runner has to go back to first.
Now batting the center fielder, number 9.
Brings up Caden Gotro. Gotro walked in the first. He also scored. Squares the bunt. Fouled off. No balls and 1 strike now. Oh, 1. Slides ripped into left field. Kaiser coming in. He'll put it away for the third out of the inning. We're going to the bottom of the second. Smith, Kaiser, then back to the top with DePriest. We'll take a break on Tornado Radio Network. Tours lead 3-1. Welcome you back to Tornado Radio Network here at Johnny Ambo Ballpark, East Ascension High School. Tajay Smith, the DH, batting eighth today. Going to get things started here in the bottom of the second inning. Owen Soniat on the mound for the Spartans. Smith last night went 0 for 1 with a walk and a hit by pitch. Can't locate that one there. 1 ball and no strikes now on the 8-hole Tajay Smith. Smith, one of 2 left-handed hitters in the lineup. Takes the 1-0, count now 1-1 after the fastball finds its way into the strike zone. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike number 2. One, 2. Here comes from Soniat. Misses downstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. On deck, Jace Kaiser. Soniat looks for his first strikeout. Here comes the 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, but foul. Smith stays alive at 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes on Smith. Here comes from Soniat. Big swing and a miss, strike number 3. That's Soniat's first strikeout of the afternoon and the first out of the bottom of the second inning. Brings up Jace Kaiser, who went 0 for 3 last night. Fastball ripped right back up the middle. And past the shortstop, Boudreaux. That's going to be ruled as a base hit. We're back up to the top of the lineup. It's Brody DePriest coming back to the plate. He is 1 for 1 today with a single, as he has a word with Coach Paige Hodges, the third baseman. So DePriest comes up to the plate. Runner at first is Jace Kaiser. It was the third hit of the ball game. DePriest has one of them. He's also scored a run. Pickoff move. Kaiser back in safely at first. Bottom of the second inning. Soniat comes set. DePriest hits one hard on the ground to the second baseman. The throw over to first is in time. 2 outs now.
Now batting third baseman number 5.
Here's Bryce Fontenot. He walked in the first inning. We'll get his second at bat here in the second. This ball is ripped back up the middle, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Jace Kaiser on his horse. The throw home is not in time, and Jace Kaiser scores. RBI single from Bryce Fontenot. Four to 1. Tours lead.
At the plate, second baseman number 2, Cohen Babineau.
Here's Cohen Babineau. Reached on an error in the first. He scored one of the 4 runs for the Tours and one of 3 in the first. His second time facing Owen Soniat. Fastball misses upstairs, ball 1. One ball on no strikes. Fastball misses to Babineau, ball number 2. Just now joining us, Tours lead 4 to 1 here in the bottom of the second inning. There's 2 outs. Cohen Babineau is at the plate. 2-0. Soniat checks the runner at first and fires home on the ground to the third baseman. Froese sets his feet and makes the throw over to first in time to retire Babineau.
One run, bottom of the second.
We're going to the top of the third inning. Boudreaux, Browning, and Truax coming to the plate. Through 2 innings, the Tours lead 4-1. Moving back to Tornado Radio Network, top of the third inning. It's Wes Boudreaux coming to the plate. He lined out in the first last night. He went 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts, fell victim to 2 of 10 from Slade Shove Knox. Top of the third inning, and Boudreaux going to get things started. Dayton Hicks still on the mound for the Tours. Out of the windup, first pitch, swing and a miss. Strike number 1. The balls and 1 strike. Hicks fires home. Strike number 2 in there, fastball taken. For Boudreaux, expect the slider right here. Here comes the 0-2. Slider misses downstairs, ball number 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hicks, he struck out Ryder Babin in the second. Looks for his second strikeout here in the third inning. Wes Boudreaux at the plate. Out of the windup, kicks and fires home. The 1-2 misses high and outside, ball number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Wes Boudreaux here in the third inning. Here it comes. A breaking ball just misses inside. Ball number 3. Tours lead 4-1. Here it comes. Ripped into left center field. Kaiser going over. He'll put it away for the first out of the inning. Second line out of the day from Wes Boudreaux.
At the plate, catcher number 17, Hudson Browning.
Here's Hudson Browning. He's 0 for 1 today. He hit a home run last night off of Slade Shove Knox. That was the only run given up as the Tours beat the Spartans 2-1 last night. This ball's hit hard on the ground to Fontenot. A backhand play. The throw over to first. That's in time to retire Browning. 2 outs.
At the plate, first baseman number 25, Reed.
Here's Reed Truax. It's hit by pitch in the first. Last night went over 2 with a strikeout. First pitch fastball in there, strike number 1. Top of the third inning, there's 2 outs. The Tours lead 4-1 over the Spartans. 0-1. Fastball misses away. Ball 1, count even now. Tours lead the series 1-0. They won last night 2-1. If they win this, then they win the series and move on to round 2 to take on Barb. If game 3 is necessary, they will play this 30 minutes after this game ends. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Here it comes. Taken, strike number 2 by Reed Truax. Hicks looks for his second strikeout. Here comes the 2-2. Fouled off to the right side. And Truax stays alive at 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Hicks out of the windup. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. Nice athletic play there from Hicks as he fields it and flips it to first to Carson Covan. 1-2-3 inning for Dayton Hicks. Going to the bottom of the third. Due up Harlow, Beto, Trahan. Towards lead 4-1. Welcome you back to Tornado Radio Network. Top of the bottom of the third inning. Brody Harlow going to lead things off. Had a sack ground out in the first inning. Bottom of the third inning towards lead 4-1. First pitch from Soniat is in there. Strike number 1. Harlow went 1 for 2 last night with a triple. He's committed to Centenary at D3 College in Shreveport, Louisiana. Check swing. Umpire says he goes. No balls and 2 strikes. 0-2. Fouled off to the right side. No balls and 2 strikes. Sonia looks for his second strikeout. Here comes the 0-2 to Harlow. Hit hard back up the middle. Gotro coming in. He'll catch and retire Harlow.
At the plate, shortstop, number 11, Jackson.
Here's Jackson Beto. Beto's 1 for 1 with an RBI double. That was in the first inning. This ball's hit hard on the ground to the left side. Diving play by Boudreaux. The throw is not in time. And Jackson Beto is a triple and a home run away from the cycle. Two hit. Jackson Beto brings up Espen Tran, who flew out to the shortstop. That was in the first inning. Now, Tran usually leads off for the Torch. He's been leading off all season long. Brody DePriest leading off today for Sulphur. Beto's picked off, but he's safe at second base. Second stolen base of the day for Jackson Beto. This is Tran's second at bat today. Second time facing Soniat. Shortstop clears. Tran squares the bunt, pulls back, misses upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. First baseman Truax is playing really close. He's playing the bunt. Fastball misses away. 2 balls and no strikes now. Two balls and no strikes. Comes home to Tran, misses downstairs. Ball number 3. 3 balls and no strikes here on the senior center fielder, Espen Tran, who's 0 for 1 today. Fastball in there, strike 1. Hitter's count here for Espen Tran, 3 balls and 1 strike. So Net comes set, checks the runner at second, and Jackson Beto with a huge jump, and he's out at third base. Two outs now as Beto's caught stealing. 3 balls and 1 strike on Trahan. Fly ball into shallow left field. Decato comes in. Will camp under it and put it away for the 3rd out of the inning. Going to the 4th. Decato, Stanga, Babin coming to the plate. We'll take a break as the Tours lead 4-1. Welcome you back to Tornado Radio Network. Johnny Ambo Ballpark here at East Extension High School. Round 2 of the LHSA Baseball Non-Select Division 1 playoffs. Top of the 4th inning, Luke Decato at the plate for the Spartans. Dayton Hicks still on the mound for the Tours. There's a fly ball to second base. Babineau goes over and puts it away for the 1st out of the inning. Brings up Tanner Stanga. Stanga's the DH. He reached on an error last night. He went 0 for 3 in that game. Today's game, in the 1st inning, he lined out to the center fielder, Espen Trahan. Top of the 4th inning, he'll get his 2nd at-bat here against Dayton Hicks. First pitch, in there, strike number 1. 0-1. Slider misses downstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike now. In the 3rd, Hicks out a 1-2-3 inning. Looks to do the same here. Top of the 4th. 1 out. Tanner Stanga at plate for the Spartans. Here comes the 1-1. Misses upstairs and inside, ball number 2. Two one. Swing and a miss, strike number 2. Hicks looks for his 2nd of the day. Fly ball lifted out of play, and Stanga stays alive at 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes here on Stanga. Here it comes. Line drive to Carson Covan. He'll put it away for the 2nd out of the inning. Brings up Ryder Babin, the right fielder.
At the plate, right fielder number 23, Ryder Babin.
Fastball just misses away to Ryder Babin for the first pitch of the at-bat. 1 ball and no strikes. 2-0 now. Fastball misses low and inside. Ryder Babin 0 for 1 with a strikeout. It's the only strikeout that Aiden Hicks has on the day. 2-0 with 2 outs. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Or excuse me, swing and he fouls this one off. 2-1. Here it comes. Fouled off to the left side. 2 balls and 2 strikes. On the 7-hole, Ryder Babin 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. Hicks looks for his second. Here comes the 2-2. Slider gets away from him. Ball number 3. Three balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Here it comes. Lifted out of play. And Babin will stay alive at 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes. Babin's over 1 with a strikeout. Here it comes. Awkward swing there. Strike 3. His second strikeout of the day. Sits Babin down for a second time. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. Due up, Coban, Smith, Kaiser in the back to the top with DePriest. Tours lead 4-1. Welcome you back to Tornado Radio Network, Johnny Ambo Ballpark, East Acension High School. It's round 1 of Louisiana High School baseball playoffs. Winner of this series will take on Barb next weekend for round 2. It's the bottom of the 4th inning. And Carson Coban coming to the plate. We batted out of order. That was almost bad. Carson Coban coming to the plate. Tajay Smith thought it was his turn. Coban's 0 for 1 with a ground out. First pitch from Soniat misses. Ball number 1. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0. Ripped high and deep into left field. Dicto comes in and puts it away for the first down of the inning. Now it's Tajay Smith.
Now batting the DH number 21, Tajay Smith.
Smith, the DH, over 1 with a strikeout. First pitch all speed in there. Strike number 1. Smith takes. He's behind 0-1. Bottom of the 4th inning. The Tours lead 4-1 over the Spartans. Rolled over to the right side, and the first baseman Truax will field it. That's a 3 unassisted for the second out of the inning. Here's Jace Kaiser, the 9-hole, 1 for 1 today with a single. Scored 1 of 4 runs in the second.
At the plate, left fielder number 12, Jace Kaiser.
First pitch breaking ball in there. Strike number 1. Fouled off to the right side. No balls and 2 strikes now. And Soniat looks for his second strikeout of the day. Tills the rubber. Kaiser back up to the plate. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Here it comes. Fouled off again to the right side. Kaiser stays alive at 0-2. Soniat looks for his second strikeout of the day. Out of the windup, here it comes. Fouled out of play. Still 0-2. Last night, Kaiser went 0 for 3. Today, he's 1 for 1. Had a hit in the second, also scored a run. Bottom of the 4th inning. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Here it comes from Soniat. Misses downstairs. Ball number 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It was a line out from Kovan and then a ground out from Tajay Smith. Jace Kaiser behind. Soniat on the mound for the Spartans. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Owen Soniat and the Spartans. We're going to the top of the 5th. Due up for Royce Landry. Back up to the top with Gotro. We'll take a break on Tornado Radio Network. Tours lead 4-1. Welcome you back to Tornado Radio Network. Top of the 5th inning. Due up for Royce Landry and Gotro. The Tours lead 4-1. Dayton Hicks still on the mound for the Tours. This ball is ripped into left field, and he gets things started. He's 2 for 2 today, Ethan Froese. And gets things started here in the 5th. Chance for Spartans to have a big inning right here after a hit from Froese. Now it's Dawson Landry. Now, Landry got out in the 2nd inning with a batter's interference. Slider misses away. Ball number 1 to Dawson Landry. Last night, Landry went 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a walk. 1-0. Hicks gets a sign, checks the runner at first. Comes set, checks him again. Here it comes. Breaking ball in there. Strike number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Count even for Dawson Landry. Here in the top of the 5th inning, the Tours lead 4-1. Runner at first is Froese. He gets his lead. Hicks gets a sign and comes set, squares the bunt, pulls back, and the umpire calls it a ball. Ball number 2, 2 balls and 1 strike now on Dawson Landry. Two balls and 1 strike. He squares the bunt, pulls back. It's a slash. It's hit on the ground to the right side, but foul. Count even at 2 now. Hicks has 2 strikeouts on the day. Looks for his 3rd here on the top of the 5th. Runner at first is Ethan Froese. At the plate, Dawson Landry. He's 0 for 1 today. Hicks gets his sign. Checks the runner at first. Slide step, fires home, swing and a miss. Strike number 3, his third strikeout of the afternoon. 1 out now, and it's the leadoff hitter, Caden Gautreaux, coming to the plate. He walked in the first, lined out in the second, and now it's his third at bat here in the 5th inning. Tours lead 4-1 here in the top of the 5th. Runner takes off, swing and a miss. And the hit and run is successful. But Gautreaux behind 0-1 now. Stolen base from Froese. No balls and 1 strike. Double play not in effect anymore. 0-1. Hicks gets the sign and comes set. Picks off. Beto applies the tag, but Froese's back in safely at second. Gautreaux at the plate. Gautreaux, the center fielder. His third time facing Hicks. 0-1. Slider misses away. Ball number 1. Last night, Gautreaux was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Count even at 1-1. Another pickoff move, nothing doing, as he's back in safely at second. Froese singled, then Landry struck out, and now Gautreaux's at the plate. 1-1. Checks the runner at second. Beto clears, fires home, squares the bunt, puts it down. That's fouled to the left side. Now behind 1-2. Tours win. They move on to round 2 after they won last night 2-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. Here comes to Gautreaux. Finds a piece of the barrel there. He fouls it off towards the backstop. He stays alive at 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. Dayton Hicks has 3 strikeouts already on the day. There's a runner at second. It's Ethan Froese. Hicks gets a sign and comes set. Runner takes off. Fly ball into center field. Runner will have to tag. Strahan catches it. The throw to second is not in time, and Froese back in safely at second. 2 outs now. Here in the top of the 5th inning. Brings up Wes Boudreaux.
At the plate, shortstop, number 12, Wes Boudreaux.
Boudreaux lined out to the right fielder in the first, and then lined out to the left fielder in the third. Last night he went 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Also stole 2 bags last night. Slider in there, strike number 1. This is third at bat of the ball game here in the top of the 5th inning. Oh, 1. Here it comes. Harlow can't squeeze that one as it hit him right in the glove. And the runner will advance to third. One ball and 1 strike. Slider gets away from Hicks, misses low and away. Ball number 2. 2 balls and 1 strike now for Wes Boudreaux. There's 2 outs for as he singled. Then Landry got K'd up, then Gautreaux flew out. The 2-1. Misses away, ball 3. Three balls and 1 strike with 2 outs on the shortstop, Wes Boudreaux. Three 1. Called strike number 2. Boudreaux thought it was ball 4. Three 2. Here comes from Hicks. On a line into right field. And DePriest will put it away for the third out of the inning. Going to the bottom of the fifth, due up 1-2-3. Dupree's Fontenot Babineau will take a break as the Tours lead 4-1. Welcome back to Tornado Radio Network. Bottom of the fifth inning, and the Tours lead 4-1. Brody DePriest at the plate. He's 1 for 2. He squares the bunt, pulls back, breaking ball, misses away. Ball number 1. In the first inning, DePriest singled. He stole a base and scored a run. In the second inning, he grounded out to the second baseman. Bottom of the fifth inning, his third at bat, third time facing Soniat. Lays off a fastball there. Strike number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike now on the leadoff hitter, Brody DePriest. DePriest playing right field today. Here comes the 1-1 from Soniat. On the ground, baseman, he lays out, makes the throw to third, and the first baseman, Truax, can't squeeze it, so DePriest is on with an error. Second time DePriest has reached base today, brings up Bryce Fontenot.
At the plate, third baseman, number 5, Bryce Fontenot.
Pickoff move, nothing doing. Fontenot's third at bat. He's reached base safely twice. He walked in the first, singled in the second. 1 ball, no strikes on him. Checks the runner at first, kicks and fires home, squares the bunt, pulls back, Browning the back pick to first. DePriest back in safely. Tours got the win last night, 2-1. Slade Shove Knox was on the mound in that one. He went 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 4 walks, and 10 strikeouts. Owen Soniat on the mound today for the Spartans. He's not doing too bad either. Scored a lot on the mound last night for Acension. He went a full game, 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, and a strikeout. 3 balls and no strikes here on Bryce Fontenot. He's walked once. And he walks for a second time today. Fontenot thought it was strike 1. So DePriest reached on an error. Now Fontenot walks here in the bottom of the fifth. And it's Cohen Babineau at the plate now. He reached on error in the first and grounded out in the second. His third at bat of the ball game coming here in the bottom of the fifth. Inside move, nothing doing. Both corners crashed. Babineau pulls back. Swing and a miss. Heads up for the third baseman, Froisy, right there. Him and the first baseman both charged. And then Babineau pulled back and slashed. 0-1. Squares the bunt again. Pulls back. This ball is lifted into left center field. That's going to fall for extra bases. Brody DePriest on his horse. He'll score. They're waving Fondo around third. And he will score an 2 RBI double from Cohen Babineau. The Tours lead 6-1. Mound meeting, and we'll take a break on Tornado Radio Network after a 2 RBI double from Cohen Babineau. Tours lead 6-1. At the plate, Brody Harlow now after that mound meeting. Soniat still on the mound for the Spartans. And this one's ripped in the left field, and that's going to fall for a base hit. Brody Harlow advances to second on the throw home. Yeah, a courtesy runner. That's Slade Shove Knox. He pitched last night. Now, 2 runners in scoring position with no outs. Don't see any action. Now there's action in that Spartan bullpen. Jackson Beto at the plate. He's 2 for 2 today. He's a home run and a triple away from the cycle. First pitch he sees, he takes it. Strike number 1. Hit a double in the first and a single in the third. His third at bat here against Soniat in the 5th. Tours lead 6-1. Behind 0-2 now after he fouls this one away. Oh, 2. Beto is 2 for 2 today. Wide out. Chokes up on his bat. Shortens up here. 2 runners in scoring position. Here it comes. Misses low and inside. Ball number 1. Knocks the runner at second for Brody Harlow. Cohen Babineau, the runner at third. He advanced to third on Brody Harlow's single. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Soniat looks for his third strikeout. Here it comes. Hit on the ground sharply to the third baseman. Froisy lays out, and that's going to be an RBI single from Jackson Beto. Have a day, Jackson Beto. 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Tours now lead 7-1. Scored 3 in the first, 1 in the second, and 3 so far here in the 5th. That's going to do it for Owen Soniat. We'll take a break, learn some more about this new pitcher. That's the Tours lead 7-1 here in the 5th. Welcome back to Tornado Radio Network. Court Romero is now on the mound for the Spartans. Owen Soniat's day is done. He went 4 innings, 8 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. At the plate now, it's Espen Strahan with 2 runners on. Jackson Beto, the runner at first. Runner at second. Is Slade Shove Knox. No balls and 1 strike on Espen Strahan. He's 0 for 2 today, 2 flyouts. Here comes from Romero, a double steal, and Strahan can't lay down the bunt. 0-2 now on Strahan. Flew out in the first to the shortstop. Flew out in the third to the left fielder. Oh, 2. Here comes from Romero. On the ground to the left side. Boudreaux will field it. And doesn't make a throw anywhere. Base is loaded now. Brings up Carson Covan, who is 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to the third baseman in the first and lined out to the left fielder in the fourth. He also went 0 for 3 last night, so he's hitless. 0 for 5 this weekend. Bases are loaded with no outs. Court Romero on the mound for the Spartans. And fastball misses downstairs, ball number 1. Last night, as a team, the Tours had 4 hits. We're not even through 4 complete innings yet, or 5 complete innings yet, and they already have 9. Strike 1 in there. One ball and 1 strike. Tours lead 7-1. That nearly hits Covan. Breaks inside just a little bit. 2 balls and 1 strike now. 2-1. Fastball in there, strike number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Carson Covan, who's batting 7th. Runner at first is Strahan. Runner at second is Beto. Runner at third is Slade Shove Knox. Tours lead 7-1. Romero comes set. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looks for his first strikeout. Here it comes. Slider just misses inside. Ball number 3. See on deck. See a pinch hitter. It's Kate Kochel for Tajay Smith. 3 balls and 2 strikes here on Carson Covan. Here it comes. That misses away, and they're going to walk in a run. Slade Shove Knox will come around to score.
What's the last name there? Pitch hitting number 15, Caden Kochel.
Here's Caden Kochel, pinch hitting for Tajay Smith. Tours lead 8-1. Fastball in there, strike number 1 for Caden Kochel. Kochel has 2 hits on the season, and one of them is a home run. No balls and 1 strike. Base is loaded. Here it comes. Fastball in there, strike number 2. Kochel lays off of it. There's no outs. Tours have 4 hits already this inning. 4 hits. They had a total of 4 hits last night. They had 4 hits in the 5th inning. And that says it hits the knob of Kochel's bat. And that's a foul ball. Kochel said it hit him. 0-2. Well, the umpires are going to have a word now. Bases are loaded. The ball's in 2 strikes here on Caden Coachel. He's the pinch hitter for Todd J. Smith. There's no outs. Romero on the mound. Here it comes. It's softly to the left side. The throw home is in time. Base still loaded. Nice play there from Wes Boudreaux.
Now batting left fielder number 12, Jace Kaiser.
One out. Kaiser's at the plate. His first time facing Romero, he fouls one off to the right side for strike number 1. The ball's and 1 strike. Here it comes to Kaiser. He squares the bunt, puts it down towards the right side. The pitcher, Romero, will field it and flip to first. So a sack bunt there, and it scores Espen Trahan.
At the plate, right fielder number 25, Brody DePriest.
9-1, the Tours lead, and Brody DePriest. He led things off this inning. He singled in the first, grounded out in the second, reached on error in the 5th. It's the second at bat of the inning right here. And it looks like a new arm for the Spartans. Court Romero's day is done.
That'll do it for Court Romero. New pitcher for the Spartans.
New arm on the mound is Luke Guyot. We'll take a break and find out Court Romero's stats. Welcome back to Tornado Radio Network. Brody DePriest coming to the plate, the leadoff hitter. It's his second at bat of the inning. The Tours lead 9-1. 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. Coach the runner at second. At third, it's Kovan. New pitcher, it's Luke Guyot. DePriest's fourth at bat. A pickoff move to third, and Kovan's back in safely. DePriest has scored a run this inning. Fastball misses high and away, ball number 1. One ball and no strikes with 2 outs. DePriest at the plate. Giat comes home, misses upstairs, ball number 2. The Tours win this one. They'll take on Barb next weekend for round 2. 2-0. Here it comes. Misses away, ball 3. 2 runners in scoring position. Bryce Fontenot, the hitter on deck. Three balls and no strikes on DePriest. 1 for 3 today. Here it comes. Fastball finds its way into the strike zone. Strike number 1. Three 1. Checks the runner at second. Comes home. Takes downstairs, ball 4. Brings up Bryce Fontenot. He'll get his second at-bat of the inning. He walked in the first, singled in the second, walked in the fifth, and he'll get his second at-bat in the 5th here. Bases loaded for the McNeese recruit. He went 0 for 3 last night. Tours lead 9-1. Here it comes. Breaking ball fools Fontenot there as he takes strike number 1. No balls and 1 strike now on Bryce Fontenot. Bases loaded. Luke Giat on the mound. Here it comes. It's softly back to the pitcher. Giat will flip home for the 3rd out of the inning. Beginning there from the Tours, we're going to the top of the 6th. Due up, Browning, Truex, Decato. We'll take a break as the Tours lead 9-1. Welcome you back to Tornado Radio Network. The Tours lead 9-1. We're here on the top of the 6th inning. They had a big 5th inning, 5 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 3 runners left on base. Dayton Hicks still on the mound for the Tours. Hudson Browning coming to the plate. He is 0 for 2 today. Flew out in the first and grounded out in the 3rd. He'll get his 3rd time facing Hicks right here. Slider misses downstairs and away. Ball number 1. Just now joining us here on Tornado Radio Network, the Tours lead 9-1 over the East Ascension Spartans. Fastball in there, strike number 1. 1-1. Misses away, ball number 2. Can't see the Tour bullpen, but We'll assume there is action. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here comes from Hicks. Ripped back up the middle for the 4th hit of the ball game for the Spartans. Second hit of the series for Browning. Courtesy runner for the catcher, Hudson Browning. That's number 10, Aiden Fothery. Reed Truax hit pitch in the first, and then in the 3rd inning, he grounded out to Dayton Hicks, the pitcher. He'll get his 3rd at bat here in the 6th. Hicks fires home. A back pick from Harlow, the tag. And Fothery's back in safely at first. Fastball in there, strike number 1. Here comes the 1-1. And this is ripped hard on the ground past a diving Cohen Babineau, and that's going to be back-to-back hits for the Spartans. Brings up Luke Decato. Singled in the first. Flew out in the 4th. Out of the stretch. Triple play is in effect. Checks the runner at second. Beto clears. Here it comes. Fastball in there. Strike number 1. Decato last night against Lake Chauvinox and the Tours. He went 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Today's 1 for 2 against Dayton Hicks. He'll get his 3rd at bat against him here. And now he's behind early 0-2 after another fastball's in there. Hicks has 3 strikeouts on the day. After giving up back-to-back hits, he looks for his 4th K. Decato 1 for 2 today. Comes set, checks the runner at second, checks him again, kicks and fires home. Nearly got him to swing there. Here it comes. Lifted out of play, and he stays alive. 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Decato. Had an RBI single in the first, and it scored Caden Gotro. That's the only run that the Spartans have plated. But they have 2 runners on here early in the 6th with no outs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hicks looks for his 4th. Here it comes. Fouled off the back screen, and he stays alive. Top of the 6th inning, Tours lead 9-1 over the Spartans of East Ascension. Hicks comes set. Looks for his 4th strikeout. Checks the runner at second. Fires home. Misses downstairs. Nice block there from Harlow to keep the runners where they're at. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hicks comes set. Checks the runner at second. Comes home. A fly ball into right field. The Priest will build a campfire under it and put it away for the 1st out of the inning. 1 out now brings up the DH, Tanner Snega. Last night he went 0 for 3. He reached on an error. In the 1st inning today, he lined out to the center fielder. In the 4th, he lined out to the first baseman. I think that's going to do it for Dayton Hicks. Great outing there from Dayton Hicks. Coming to the mound is Brody Tanner. We'll take a break on Tornado Radio Network. Tours lead 9-1. Welcome back to Tornado Radio Network. Dayton Hicks' day is done. Now on the mound, it's Brody Tanner, a senior right-hander. Dayton Hicks, he went 5 third, gave up 5 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk on 3 strikeouts. So not a bad day at all for Dayton Hicks. First pitch from Brody Tanner's in there, strike number 1. Tanner Stanga is 0 for 2 today with 2 lineouts. Tors lead 9-1. Fastball misses inside. Ball number 1. Count even 1-1 with 1 out, 2 runners on. At first, it's Browning. There's a fly ball in the shallow right field. DePriest coming in will put it away for the second out of the inning. Brings up the 7-hole Ryder Babin. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today. He'll get his first hacks at Brody Tanner. First pitch fastball in there. Strike number 1. No balls and 1 strike on Ryder Babin here early. 2 outs, 2 runners on. It's Truax and Browning. This fly ball ripped into right field. DePriest going over, and that's going to fall for a base hit. 1 run will come in to score. An RBI single for Ryder Babin.
RBI single for Babin brings up third baseman number 6, Ethan Froese.
Ethan Froese at the plate now. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. It's his first time facing Brody Tanner. There's 2 runners on with 2 outs. First pitch fastball in there, strike number 1. I don't know why DePriest couldn't catch that out there. That looked awkward. Guess he had a bad read on the ball. No balls and 1 strike now on Froese. Here it comes. Awkward swing there, and he's behind 0-2. 2 runners on. Truax and Babin. No balls and 2 strikes. Tanner gets his sign and comes set. Looks for his first strikeout. Here it comes. Misses downstairs. Nice block there from Harlow. One ball, 2 strikes now. Froese 2 for 2 today. 2 singles. Singled in the second, singled in the fifth. Also has a stolen base. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tanner comes home. Hit hard on the ground towards the left side. That's going to get through for a base hit. Bases now loaded for the Spartans. Tors still lead 9-2 here in the top of the 6th. Froese now 3 for 3 today with 3 singles.
Second baseman number 7, Dawson Landry.
It's Dawson Landry coming to the plate. It was a batter's interference in the second. That's how he got out. In the fifth, he struck out to Dayton Hicks. Breaking ball in there. A back pick to first. Thankfully, Covan keeps it in front. 1 ball and no strikes. Bases loaded for the Spartans here with 2 outs. Tanner comes set, fires home. Gets away from Harlow, but the runners stay where they're at. Spartans have 4 hits this inning. Before that, they had 3 the entire game. 2-0. Landry at the plate. Last night went 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a walk. Here it comes. Fastball misses upstairs. Ball number 3. See Carter Wilson in the bullpen for the Tours. Here comes the 2-0. That misses, and the Tours are going to walk in a run. Retruact will come around to score. Coach Elson will come out and have a word with Brody Tanner. 9-3, the Tours lead here on the top of the sixth. With 2 outs, they just need one more. Caden Gotro coming to the plate. We'll take a break after this mound meeting. Back on the air here at Johnny Ambo Ballpark, East Ascension High School. Caden Gotro at the plate. He's the leadoff hitter. He walked in the first, lined out second, flew out in the fifth. His fourth at bat of the day here in the sixth, first time facing Brody Tanner. Fastball in there, strike number 1. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. The Tours lead 9-2. 0-1. Here it comes. And that's another base hit. 1 run will come around to score. Kaiser can't pick it up in left field. Nine to 3.
At the plate, shortstop, number 12, West Boudreaux.
9-4. The Tours still lead here in the top of the 6th inning. But the 5th hit of the inning for the Spartans. First pitch misses. Ball number 1 from Brody Tanner. West Boudreaux at the plate. Lined out in the first, lined out in the third, and also lined out in the 5th. Bases are loaded. 9-4. Here it comes. Strike 1. Count even 1-1. That as it is right now. A home run, the Tours still lead. Misses downstairs, ball 2. Harlow will come out and have a word with Tanner. Tanner's given up 3 runs already. 2 outs, gets the sign and comes set, fires home. Swing and a miss, strike number 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hudson Browning is on deck. He led off the inning. Got that single off of Dayton Hicks. 2-2. Tanner comes set. Needs a big strikeout right here. Here it comes. Fastball taken downstairs. Ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Bases are loaded for West Boudreaux. 0 for 3 with 3 lineouts. Wind blowing straight out to center field. Tanner gets the sign and comes set, fires home. Just misses downstairs, and he walks in another run.
At the plate, the catcher, number 17, Hudson Browning.
Here's Hudson Browning. Top of the 6th inning. Browning led off here in the 6th inning. He hit that single off of Dayton Hicks. 9-5. Browning hit a home run last night. Breaking ball in there, strike number 1. A grand slam here ties things up here at 9. Bases loaded for Hudson Browning. 1 for 3 today. This ball is ripped on a line down the left field line. Thankfully, it's foul. No balls and 2 strikes now on Hudson Browning. Tanner toes the rubber, Browning back up to the plate. Bases are loaded. Tours lead 9-5, top of the 6th inning. With 2 outs, no balls, and 2 strikes. Fires home. Down the line and right, but foul. 0-2. Back into the box is Browning. He went yard last night. A grand slam would tie things up right here at 9 here in the top of the 6th inning. No balls and 2 strikes on him. With 2 outs, Tanner on the mound. He comes set, fires home, and that's going to hit him. Coach Thomas Tiller will come out, and that's going to do it for Brody Tanner. We'll take a break as it's 9-6, the Tours lead here in the top of the 6th inning. Welcome back to Tornado Radio Network. Sophomore left-handed pitcher has taken over for the Tours. Brody Tanner's day is done. His outing, a third of an inning pitched, 5 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned on 2 walks. It's 9-6. It was 9-1 coming into the 6th inning. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. Reed Truax at the plate. 1 for 2 today. Hit by pitch in the first. In the third, he grounded out. In the 6th, he singled. First pitch fastball misses from Carter Wilson. 1 ball, no strikes now. Carter Wilson, usually a starter for the Tours. Today coming out of the bullpen. 1 ball, no strikes. Here it comes. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Reed Truax at the plate. Singled his last AB. First time facing Carter Wilson. Bases loaded. Here it comes. Fouled off. Strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Reed Truax at the plate. Carter Wilson, sophomore left-hander, on the mound. Top of the 6th. Tours lead 9-6. Wilson comes set. Looks for his first strikeout. Fires home. Lifted into right field. DePriest going back. He'll make the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. Due up, Babineau, Harlow, Abeto. We'll take a break on Tornado Radio Network after a huge inning there from the Spartans. It's 9-6. The Tours still lead. Welcome you back to Tornado Radio Network. Bottom of the sixth inning. It's Louisiana High School playoff baseball here at Johnny Ambo Field, East Ascension High School. Cohen Babineau going to lead things off here in the bottom of the sixth. Huge inning for the Tours last inning. They had 5 runs on 4 hits, and they left 3. 9-6. Don't know where that fastball missed, but Luke Gilliat's still on the mound for the Spartans. One-zero, and that hits Babineau.
At the plate, the catcher, number 7, Brody Harlow.
We'll check on Babineau after he was hit. At the plate, Brody Harlow. Fastball in there, strike number 1 from Luke Gilliat. No balls and 1 strike on Brody Harlow. Double play in effect, middle infield. It's Boudreaux and Landry. 0-1. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. Ball 1. One ball, 1 strike. Ball, 1 strike on Brody Harlow. He's singled in the 5th. Zach Ground in the 3rd. Liner in there, strike number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Last night, Harlow tripled. Here in the bottom of the 6th, Babineau, the runner at first. Gilliat comes home. Rolled over to the left side. It's a 5-4 fielder's choice. They call runner interference on Cohen Babineau, so 2 outs. So 2 outs now. Brings up Jackson Beto. He's 3 for 3 today. Doubled in the 1st, singled in the 3rd, and also singled in the 5th. Has 2 RBIs today and 2 stolen bases. Foul ball out of play. Strike number 1. Oh, 1. Lifted out of play again. Strike number 2. Beto's first time facing Luke Gilliat. No balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. On the ground softly to the right side. No one's covering first, and Beto's going to be safe. He's 4 for 4 today. Three singles and a double. And extends the inning with 2 outs. Now it's Espen Trahan, the center fielder. Flew out in the first, flew out in the third, and singled in the fifth. He scored 1 of 9 runs for the Tours. The Tours, they lead 9-6 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. He fires home, misses away in the other batter's box. Ball number 1. 1-0. Strike number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Count even on Espen Trahan. Last night he went 1 for 4. Today he's 1 for 3. Looks for his 3rd hit of the series. Beto gets a big lead at first. Fires home. Ripped into left field. Coming in is the left fielder, Decato. He'll put it away. Going to the top of the 7th. Tours got to hold him. 9-6. We'll take a break on Tornado Radio Network. Welcome back to Tornado Radio Network. Luke Decato, 5, 6, 7 batters coming to the plate here in the top of the 7th inning. The Tours lead 9-6. Decato is 1 for 3 today. Fastball in there. Strike number 1 from the sophomore lefty, Carter Wilson. 0-1. In there, strike number 2. Decato has 1 hit this series. Last night he went 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. No balls and 2 strikes. Here comes from Wilson. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3, his first strikeout of the afternoon. And the Tours are 2 outs away from moving on to round 2.
At the plate, the DH, number 32, Tanner Snega.
Tanner Stenga at the plate. 0 for 6 this weekend. He's reached base once. The ball is a 1 strike on him. Breaking ball just misses. Ball number 1. Count even at 1-1 for Carter Wilson. Staying at the DH, batting 6 today, lined out twice today and flew out to Brody Tanner in the 6th. Two balls and 1 strike on him. Here comes from Wilson. Lifted out of play, strike number 2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Wilson out of the windup, fires home. Misses away. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Wilson looks for his 2nd K, fires down the line and foul. Winner of this game Excuse me, if the Tours win, they take on Barb. If the Spartans win, they'll play a game 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 there from Carter Wilson. His second strikeout of the afternoon and second strikeout in a row. 2 outs now, and the Tours are 1 out away from moving on to round 2. Ryder Babin coming to the plate. 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. He also had an RBI single in the 6th. 9-6, Tours lead here in the top of the 7th inning. First pitch to Babin in there, strike number 1. No balls and 1 strike, comes home, fouled off. And the Tours are 1 strike away from moving on. No balls and 2 strikes here on Ryder Babin. Struck out in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th, and singled in the 6th. First time facing Carter Wilson today. Wilson looks for his 3rd strikeout of the game. Here comes the 0-2. Swing and a miss! Strike number 3, and the Tours will take on their district rival Barb next weekend in round 2 of the non-select Division I playoffs. They move to 25-11 on the season. Tours win, Tours win. For East Ascension, they'll wrap up their season. For the Tours, they play next weekend against Barb. That'll do it. This is Mason DePriest saying so long. Tours win 9-6.